Yo, yo,
Where everybody at?
yo, 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 yo. You hear Mike?
Yeah, I'm here, bro. I'm right here.
Everybody in there?
Yeah. Sir.
Yeah, buddy. All right, let's get to it, man. Just
Winston, what day that was you said you wanted to trade? Monday, huh?
that was Monday. I think that was the open. I
Yeah,
don't
all
have
right.
my notebook by me, but
I'm about to download it right now.
definitely believe it was the open. Okay. Now, you in there? Okay.
Yep.
All right. Look like they faked us out, bro. Still look like we're going to 609, just taking this little time getting there. We'll find us some. Talk about it. It look like Spy still got some upside to it. Are we open? The mall goes open Friday? No, no, no. Anybody got any regular? I want you to look at this chart with me, Mike. You heard me? Mike was still
All
just.
right, all right. What you got, brother?
I was asked to.
What you got?
Coinbase.
Coin?
Coinbase. Yeah, 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 yeah. How far back you need me to go?
What we looking at? What we trying to do?
Coinbase, Coinbase.
What we doing with?
6 month to a year option.
Oh, we could just look at the weekly.
Okay. Weekly. I'm trying to get all.
Let's
That's
see.
the max.
Okay.
You want me to clear this out?
Yeah, we could. Yeah, we could make it. We could clean it up, make it naked.
It was Coinbase. Oh, shit.
All right. Okay. All right.
Right.
All right. So the high. Okay. So the
Oh,
high is 429.
oh, yeah.
Okay.
I wanted to play this gap.
Yeah. So honestly, from a weekly, this is a weekly, right? So I'm assuming that we're gonna trade back into this gap down here.
Right here.
Mm-hmm. Trade back into that gap.
Now look.
And take it to the all-time high. Because let me tell you why. Because, and I'm gonna let you talk, but so this stock is mostly cryptocurrencies, right? It's
Yeah, it's a
like,
crypto, basically a crypto trading platform.
yeah. So crypto about to, I think crypto about to have a bull run. So if it retraces back into that gap, then that's your ideal entry to take it to the all-time highs. So you could buy
I
like,
think I had a level inside this gap at 270.
okay, even better.
Now it ain't deep to the what's your name of the gap? It's like right here.
Okay. So anyway, in between that in that gap, you could get long. You buy you some 420s or some 430s, 6 months to a year out, and just let them sit. And that's for anybody that won't do that. That's a good trade, I believe.
Yeah. Do you have any other? You have any? What's your name about this? Like I marked here. I go off of the level inside the gap. So this is where I'm looking to enter. Should it be for, or should it be like 50% of the gap, or what would be your?
I mean, you could do 50%. I mean, that's a safe. That's a safe spot to get in, But bro, it's not letting me download Monday, bro.
No,
No, it's not letting
I
me
mean
do it.
I guess I'm gonna find another.
Let's see.
Don't trip on that. You can do whatever you want to do.
Hold on, I'm about to see. Hold on, I'm about to
As
see
we
if I can
talk
get it.
about it, I'll let y'all know. It's kind of like this one. Just
Mhm.
so that'd be 250. 250 would be your 50% mark.
Mhm.
Hopefully, it'll give you the option. Hopefully, it's just down there at 250 for you to buy. So that is, well, no, I mean, 6 months to a year on this trade, even
I
if you
think
do it right
cryptocurrency about to
here,
have a bull run, bro.
huh?
I think cryptocurrency is about to have a bull run, like
50,
Ethereum and Bitcoin and all those coins. They about to have a run. So it'll be ideal to try to get in this trade at a discount or a retracement, a slight retracement, which I think is in that weekly gap.
Mhm. So
Then
I
you
got
take that to
260, and
the
then you got 250. Let's say 50% is 250. 250
yeah.
and then
So anyway,
260.
yeah.
Yeah,
So
if you
anywhere
got
now you could like yeah, yes sir.
take it to the high, and you can price your contract. Because the first
You get to the high area.
swing high, the first swing high, the first swing high is right here at 360, 368. And then the next one is your all-time high is 430. I would look at both of them. You might get a sweep of this swing high, and then it could kind of retrace. Might break it and hold, then take off again at 430. All right, that's cool. I forgot the other name that Dewey told me though. But anybody else got any regular stocks they want to look at? You found your date, Mike?
I'm trying to do it now, bro. I
Okay.
ain't gonna lie.
Let me
I kind of
count.
was y'all called me slacking this morning. I ain't gonna hold you. Trying to do it. Let me see.
You ready for his break? Mike ready to go on break on you, man.
Nah, it's not that. I just my son had my attention this morning.
Plan it now.
The boy had my attention this morning. All right. But hey, bro, look at some more stocks, man. Give me like 6 minutes, bro.
I got you, dog.
Give me like 6 minutes, man. Hold on.
So
I know,
did
I
everyone
know,
enjoy Thanksgiving?
I know it's
Yeah,
kind
what you
of
had on the menu? He ain't here. I thought he was.
Huh? I'm here. I'll be on
Oh,
mute.
my bad, bro. My bad. I didn't mean that. What you
Damn,
had
dog.
Thanksgiving, dog? Somebody told
Thanksgiving,
me they seen you with some gumbo.
some fried turkey with the spicy butter.
Anybody got food from mall? He keep on offering and nobody ain't cashing in on it.
Man, Ma stunting, man. Ma don't want.
And
Ma don't.
I didn't want to see it because I know Kennedy could get kind of crazy when you talk about him. So I'm happy you said it. Oh, hold on. This one that total TS. Andrew, this, huh? Ooh,
What about QQQ?
I'm about to look at it. Hold on. Hold on. QQQ.
Ma must have went to buy you classy.
He did. I think he did. Still running around here about to do the whole New Orleans experience. You hear me? He ain't from here, from Texas. Every time they come out, they be tweeting. You said QQQ on there?
Yep.
Oh, this thing ping nice. Where we at right now? Yes, sir. Might have some right here now. Might have some right here. Not bad.
Thank you. All right. Thank you.
No, no, no. Hold on. TSM, Coinbase. Put that in your notes.
Coinbase.
And Taiwan Semiconductor. TSM. We'll put coin in TSM.
What about Shiba Inu? Just
Who we get to find you? You got Sheba?
I got a lot of shit, bro. I just put money into anything I heard, but
He about to start collecting.
both.
We need a break above 515.
What that is on QQQ
Yeah.
for what, like a 2 week or something?
No, we going all. We about to put on our big boy plan. We doing 6 months and up.
Oh, all right.
No more 2 weekers. Trying to get you up out of here, dog.
Dang, large them contracts.
Uh-huh.
Just
Wait,
looking
what
at
you
the
say?
contract. I said I'm looking at the contract prices.
What? Wait, the contract price for what?
QQQ.
For 6 months out?
Yeah.
What's your strike price?
Oh, all right. Well, yeah. Oh, you said wait. What strike?
I ain't say no strike. I was gonna ask you what you're looking at.
Oh, I was just
I ain't
looking
go
at.
look at 570. I think that was like 570
Oh, 570. All right, $300. That ain't bad.
for 6 months. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah. June 570.
I like,
$900.
I like that one. Hold on. That's if we get a break above 515. If we break the high, um, do they let you save contracts?
Save them?
Yeah, like put them on your watch list.
Oh, yeah.
Put that on your watch that contract on your watch list. and then this hold on. What date that was?
I'm in June, not June 20th.
June 20th.
Five, yeah, 570. It's 800.
Yeah, you waiting on the entry. Hold on.
That's crazy. I gotta go in my goddamn TD Ameritrade account. Man, I got money in that bitch that I ain't even play with.
That ain't a bad thing, bro.
That's crazy.
They're not even letting me get down on that. Oh, my bad. 570. Let's go right there, man.
That mile go. Oh,
Mhm.
they say you just coming in off Canal Street, dog.
They ain't lying, bro.
Ooh. Ooh. Ooh-wee. What's up, dog?
Yeah, man.
You gotta go
I'm
back to
just,
Texas. It's different down here now. You gotta go back to Texas, bro.
man, I got back like 3 o'clock this morning.
Oh, snap.
I hit that road last night and I had too much shit to do today.
And still here,
I'm in
man.
this bitch. Oh, my bad. I'm here.
All right, finally. Got it, bro. I got it. Lord,
Just
have
waiting
mercy.
on Maul.
Lord, that never happened to me before.
Yeah, keep that on the watch list. 570 call for June.
June?
Yeah.
QQQ.
All right.
We looking for a break above 515, the high. Then that's your next area. You got any stocks you wanted to look at? But then we're
Uh,
gonna jump on this futures thing.
Apple Inspired, that's it.
Apple.
Yeah, Inspired.
Apple tested the high, but it didn't take it out. Right, John? Let's stop like right there. You got 241 and 254.
All right.
I would be looking for I probably going with the higher one, but looking for a closure above that 237 area. They might want to
All
wait
right.
for the close above like 241. I don't know how long you trying to hold this for.
Nah, I still got them December 20th 240 calls, 245. One of them 240, 245s.
Oh, December 20th?
Yeah,
I think you probably about to get that.
I like the sound of that.
Yeah, just look to see if you could get closure above this 237 area. Get you a nice little pop. And then what was the other one? 5?
Yeah. Come on, Troy. Flavor.
Go to the top. I
Flavor.
want to see how I react to the 610 that we was talking about.
Go ahead, man.
Thought it was gonna happen this week, but forgot that we had a short week. Did got out Monday out the 600s and the 605 contracts that was expiring this week. But it still looked like it's trying to go hit 610. That's the next level I got on there. Then I'll be waiting for a break above that. And hopefully they give us another fib or something to go off of. But my high side right now for SPY is like 610.
Oh, my bad. What's your entry for it? What?
For the 610,
Yeah, I see we in between.
we got that's the month. I'm sorry. That was like did we say 3? I don't know. Probably right here, man. Probably gonna use this as an order block, I'm guessing,
Yeah.
and then just take off from like 600.
Okay.
Uh, maybe we get 596. Maybe it come retrace it. If it don't just open up tomorrow running.
Yeah, run it. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if you could get a 96 entry before it hit 609, and I would look to take that 2 weeks to be sure. So from
All right.
96 to try it again at the top of the month, see what happens. It was taking us a little time from contract, but man, they always in. Check. You ready, Mike? That was the only two you needed, huh?
Yeah.
All right. So yeah, but look at
Yeah, I'm ready.
Coinbase and TSM. Coinbase, TSM, and what you walked in on QQQ? Yeah, probably a second. All right, Mike, I'm about to give you the The joint.
All right. Right. All right. All right. All right, y'all. All right, here we go. So I had a special request from for Monday's price action. I was able to download it. Here we are. All right, so I stopped the clock at about 4:08 a.m. This is my London kill zone right here. So we about to get into it. I'm gonna speed it up a little bit. Um, we're gonna take some trades. Now, I'm gonna say this. These are the rules. These are the rules. If you see a trade that you would take, say, Mike, stop it. Mike, this is my trade. Say something. So we could trade it. If it's right, it's right. If it's wrong, it's wrong. If it's wrong, we'll talk about it. If it's right, we're gonna talk about it. The whole idea of us doing this is for us to learn, right? So with that being said, let's get to it. All right. So y'all know how I trade. I'm a 5 minute guy, 5 minute, 1 hour. So before I do that, let's just go to the high time frames. Let's go to the high time frames right quick. All right. This is your daily at 4:08 a.m. Okay. This is your daily. This is the 4 hour. We gapped up here. So this is your 4 hour. Okay. This is your 1 hour. This is the 5 minute. Okay. So now I'm gonna say this, y'all. So when we gap up like this, so this is going from the end of trading on Friday, the previous Friday to Sunday morning, or I'm sorry, to Sunday at 5 o'clock. So when I see a gap up like this, I'm assuming that the market is going to either retrace 50% of this gap or the whole gap, right? So we're going to see as the market plays out, we're going to see what happens on this day. But I believe on this day, we did do that. But we're going to see. Speed it up a little bit. Make the candles a little bigger. How everybody doing today, man? Everybody good? Anybody taking any trades last week? We got horror. We got any horror stories? We got praise reports. What we got? Nothing. Okay.
Wait for what?
Last week, any trades? Anybody took any trades last week? Anybody, any successful trades? Any losing trades? Any, you know, anybody have an aha moment last week in the market?
What time is this? 3 in the morning. Okay, good.
Yeah. So
No.
we at this 4:16 right now.
Okay.
All right. So I'm not in the market right now. I don't get to the market. I try to get to the market at 6, a little bit before 6, just to get my bearings and see what's going on. But nobody took any trades last week.
I missed the trade. That's kind of why we're here now. So
Okay,
I
cool.
don't want to be no spoiler or nothing like that. But I did want to get your input, Branch. And that's Miss Branch. I'm saying that right?
Yeah, he in here.
Okay.
He in here.
No, I just wanted all three, whoever trading.
So I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna keep it 100. I'm gonna keep it a whole. I'm gonna keep it real with y'all. I'm gonna keep it real as I could possibly get. I missed the trade Monday. I missed it. And I was looking right at it, and I missed it. I don't know
I
what
had
happened.
an order set and I missed mine. So that's what I'm
So
trying to find out. Just get better with the entry. Because it's funny that even when we went over last week, that trade I would have missed by being too cautious.
Mhm.
I think that arrived again.
About to
So
speed
where
up.
I wanted to go, but my entry was too high. But I want to see if y'all could give me reasoning why it shouldn't have been there.
All right. I'm speeding it up a little bit, y'all. I'm speeding it up. I'm trying to get us to about 7 o'clock, and then I'm gonna slow it down so we could trade. Boy, the market really traded like this, boy, I wouldn't be trying to do this.
Oh, that's your 15 second.
Yeah. All right. Hold. Going too far. All right. All right. All right. Now this is 8 o'clock. Yes, you just you go to a higher time frame, right? So when I see a move like this, I'm looking to see where we're going on the higher time frame on the 1 hour. So I squeeze the chart on the 1 hour to see what the liquidity is or where we could be going. Okay, I see this 1 hour order block right here. I say, okay, we traded to that. Let's go to the 4 hour. Let's see what can we be trading to on the 4 hour. There's no liquidity outside of this high up here. I mean, you could say this is the 4 hour order block right here, and that's cool. Okay, then we go to the daily. Okay, so from a daily perspective, your liquidity is above us, right? And then you have this gap that we had been trading in for seems like a week, almost a week and a half, in my opinion, a week right here. So it's like, okay, you know, that you're forming a narrative now. Like, where could we be going, right? So from this is why I went wrong as Monday. I missed it. I took my eye off the ball. So just watching this, I was looking for like swing high to be taken out or like, something like that to be taken before the market reverse. But if we go to the 5 minute and we squeeze the chart a little bit, well, go ahead and squeeze it a lot bit. Hold up. Go ahead. Hmm. Wait, excuse me, y'all. Oh man,
Not sure.
that felt good. Thank you. All right. Let me move this out the way. Give me 1 second. Let me situate myself with it. So, the playback data would be a little different, but it's okay. So I'm not able to squeeze a chart like I would like. But that's not, you know what? Let's just let it play out and then we can just go from there instead of trying to pause it and give it narrative. All right, we're back in the game. All right. So got your 4 hour. I'm sorry, we on a 5 minute. All right. You got your explosive move to the upside. The market has not opened yet. It's 8:25. So the market is going to open in 5 minutes. Right. So this is where I dropped the ball at right here. This is where I dropped the ball at.
Lord Jesus.
Let's go higher, I believe. Yep. We'll go higher. It's gonna go higher. Yep. So, okay, let me pause it right here. I think I got it going a little bit too fast too. Let me slow it down. So, all in all, right? So you you if you wanted to take this first gap out of consolidation to the upside, you could have taken that. If that's your trade, it's not my trade. Um, my trade is coming up a little bit later, but I missed it, but that's okay. But this was an opportunity, right? Once you get you get your narrative to the upside, market trades down back into that and goes higher, or you wait for the quote unquote reversal to happen. And this is why I got caught sleeping at the wheel. Let me pause it right here. This is where I got caught slipping at right here. All right. So on previous weeks on the Zoom, I think this is our third week doing the live trading. So, but like previously stated, it's like I'd be like, man, if we have a gap on a price leg that sweeps liquidity, then once we invert that gap, I should be looking to take that gap in whatever direction. So in this instance, it should be I should be trying to short,
Hey, tell her to get it.
huh? I should be looking to short this, right? But as just like we sitting here looking at the candles print right now, I was just sitting there looking at the candles print Monday, and I was just looking, and I'm looking at the trade setup, and I just missed it for whatever reason. I don't know if I wasn't all the way locked in, or if I wasn't, whatever. I just missed it, right? So let's just
You talking about this gap right here?
this gap right here,
So we
this
swept
bullish
something
level,
on this one.
huh?
I'm trying to make sure this the right one.
I think you was talking about down here, Brody.
No, I was trying to sell.
Yeah, but I'm saying I think I think you had it like a setup down here, if I'm not mistaken.
No, I think it's this one.
You
Go
think it's
go
this one?
ahead.
Okay. So look, so this is it. So once you have the price leg that sweeps liquidity and the market reverses, we close beneath the gap. We come back and test the gap. All right, so let me just while the market is paused. Order filled. Right. Is that a good entry? That's an excellent entry. Right. So let's just let it play out. Matter of fact, while we here.
Can you draw that gap?
All right, give me a second. Order submitted. No, no. Ain't gonna do that. Order canceled. Draw this gap out right quick. But this is it right here. Right? So now I'm about to press play. I slowed it down already. Here we go. I missed it. I missed it. I'm looking at it. I was like, oh man, look at this. I'm looking at it and I missed it. So, and look where we going. This
Today.
gap, this gap gonna get filled. This gap up, this volume imbalance. I missed it, bro.
Yeah.
But I'm not gonna hold you. I'm not gonna hold you. I'm not gonna hold you. I'm gonna pause it right here. I'm out this trade. Once we sweep this low, I'm out. But I'm gonna let it roll. I'm gonna let it play out. Cause I can't believe I missed that trade. So, okay, while the trade is playing out, let's go to a higher time frame. Right? Let's go to the 1 hour. The 1 hour is telling, okay, the 1 hour is showing signs of reversal here. This candle could easily be an order block, right? This green candle could easily be an order block. You could take that as an entry on a 5-minute time frame or whatever time frame that you're comfortable trading. Naturally, I should be getting out this trade here. Order submitted. Bottom. Order filled. Okay, that was fast. But let's talk about this. I need to drive this point home, not only to y'all, but to myself. I got caught sleeping at the wheel right here. I don't know why. I don't know how I missed this. Because this is my look. We sweep liquidity, we reverse, we got an inversion. I'm selling the inversion, right? I would have took a little heat, couple of points, but all in all, my entry would have been here, and I'm taking it to London's low here. Now at the beginning of us starting this trading session, like I pointed out that we had this gap up from Friday to Sunday opening at 5 o'clock in the evening. So normally when we have these kind of gap ups like this and we don't trade back into it immediately, we're gonna manipulate higher, then trade back into it, or vice versa if it's the opposite direction, right? It's always gonna this price void is always gonna be a point of interest, whether it's 50% of it or whether it's the whole thing. The safe bet is to just take 50% of it and get out the way, right? Because you don't know if it's gonna fill it the whole gap up or not. So you just take 50% of it and get out the way, or you just be like, all right, I'm taking this gap and I'm getting out at London's low right here, and that was been a pretty good trade. I missed it. And sometimes
Right.
that happens. You missed your trade. And I was sitting here look at the computer looking at it and I missed it. So I mean I'm not mad at myself, but sometimes it happens.
Mike,
Yo,
so this is my question.
what you got, bro?
It was the same trade. My
Hmm.
order
Was at the top of the gap?
at the top of the gap.
Hmm.
And I think even at 50% of that gap,
Hmm.
like how do you decide where you getting in at once that gap gets inverted?
Oh, that's a great question. So
You get what I'm saying?
that's a great
So
question.
I was up too high. It was a few reasons. Obviously, I wanted the candles to touch.
Hmm.
I wanted to come back, touch, and then you have the retracement off of the field, right? So
Hmm.
if you could draw that gap back out,
No problem. Mhm.
so
Okay.
when they got inverted, in my mind, I'm thinking, what y'all, what I'm getting on board with y'all about inverted, all these things. But I'm still trying to see by happening so quick, 5 minutes, I'm
Hmm.
putting mine at the top of the gap to
Hmm.
sell, right?
Yeah.
Um, and then I think even when I went out to 50%, it didn't go through 50% of the gap. So is
Hmm.
that a trade that is missed by all of us, or was I tripping? That's what I'm trying to see.
Oh, so
Where y'all taking this trade from? And this is to you and Branch also.
okay.
Like, did we all miss the trade? Well, you say you miss it because you didn't take it. I'm
Yeah,
talking about, did anybody miss? Are y'all missing it off of like a key
entry.
entry? Not just because I didn't take it. I missed it off an entry. I had an order set,
Okay.
and I missed it with a bad entry.
Okay. So, from this Mike's perspective is anytime we invert a gap, like so okay, a few things need to happen first, Winston. Okay. So and they happened on this trade. So you have a liquidity sweep, and it's probably a let's just I'm gonna go to the 1 hour and see. Okay, well, it's a 1 hour order block, but I'm sure if I go far enough left on this 5 minute
I think
chart,
I seen it like on a five, like that a little
it's
hill up there.
yeah, it's probably a 5 minute high or some liquidity that we swept and reversed, right? So this is the price leg that swept the liquidity, these two candles, right? Or you can say three candles, but so once there's a gap on that price leg and that gap is closed beneath, that's now your inversion. So when I'm looking to enter this trade, I'm looking to enter this trade at the bottom of the gap.
Okay.
I'm looking to get in right
And
here.
where's your stop loss?
So now that's a great question. So my stop loss would be not on a high, but on the candle, the top of the candle that inverted the gap,
Okay.
right? So I'm putting my stop loss here, and I'm entering at the bottom of this gap. But I'm gonna say this too. Now, once you enter this trade, and let's just say is this trade is let's just say it's too much risk for you, right? So if if and when, let's just say this trade didn't work and we closed beneath this gap and it reversed and started going higher, and you got in and it moves higher. So if you have a number that you're willing to lose on the trade, I say close. If that trade reaches that number before it hits your stop loss, I say get out. The stop loss for me is to keep you in the trade. But when you have aggressive moves, you kind of you get like a some confidence in your entry. You get confidence that you on the right side of the market. So when you have that confidence, you can take that trade. Now, when you put your stop, I'm putting my stop loss here. I'm not putting my stop loss way up here. I'm putting my stop loss here.
So
Nah,
is that the reason why you say you like the you'll take the heat because you know the direction it's going to?
yes, sir.
All
Yes, sir.
right.
Because normally, like even if you get picked up at the bottom of the gap, it's probably gonna still wick up a little higher, right? So if you get picked up at 21 oh what 22 and it went all the way up to 2108, I mean 2128, that's 6 points with one contract. That's what 100 and some dollars, 120, $120, I want to say. Yeah. So you're gonna take some heat. But if let's just say for instance you're willing to take a $250 loss or even a $300 loss, you're good. You're good. And then once a trade starts going in your favor, you just start moving your stop loss to either trail it or you just let the trade play out until your profit target. Now, my profit target was gonna always be this London low because I'm always looking for I'm buying liquidity and I'm selling liquidity, or I'm selling liquidity and I'm, wherever the market, whatever direction the market is going in, that's what I'm looking to get out at. All right. And just because I feel like the market is gonna come trade into this gap, they ain't got nothing to do with me. If I see a low, that's why I'm putting my profit target in right here.
And I was in that area. I think I had it on all time frames, obviously by it opening. That
Hmm.
left a gap on every time frame. So I don't know if I was necessarily, I probably was on like the hour,
Hmm.
the top of the hourly gap, but having it come down there to
Hmm.
like touch it, and
Okay.
then that's what it did. But yeah, the obviously, even with that stop loss being up there,
Hmm.
again, you know the direction of it. I
Hmm.
could have, but I didn't know. And put the 50% on there because I don't know if I was at the top of the gap or the 50% mark of it. Let me put it like this: when do y'all use 50% of the gap?
So I don't use 50% on inversions.
Okay. When I hear y'all say it sometimes. When do y'all use what scenario do you use the 50%?
Okay. So
Because I think I do feel like I was up at the top of that level, but
uh,
either way, I think I drew 50% and it still ain't hit that. So, and I wasn't taking it from the bottom. Now listening to you, I start looking at it more like, all right, what is it gonna be too much of a risk for me or not? But yeah, go ahead, go ahead.
so like when you use the 50%, and so to use the concentrate encroachment on displacement gaps. So you have a displacement gap, like a gap that let me see if I can find one. But a displacement gap is a gap that we use to expand a range or to get out of a range and create a new one, right? So if you have a displacement gap, especially on a high time frame like the 1 hour or the 4 hour, you looking for the market to trade back into that gap 50%, right? So even on so like I'm
So
hardly
it's 50% to continue into
to
the
the
same.
same direction, right? So your retracement, you want your retracement to come back into 50% of that gap, all right? So, but I use consequent encroachment on high time frames, like 1 hour on up, 1 hour, 4 hour daily. I don't really use it on a 5 minute,
Uh-huh.
um, because the 5 minute is more not I'm not gonna say aggressive, but it's more so of it not you don't need to use consequent encroachment as much on a 5 minute because if you already know your direction and you know the you're not gonna really have as many displacement gaps on the 5 minute unless you have them on a higher time frame. So if you have a huge 5 minute gap, it's highly likely that you're gonna have that same kind of perspective on the higher time frame. So it's gonna be a huge 1 hour gap. You know what I'm saying? So I would rather use the higher time frames, constant encroachment rather than the 5 minute. You know, because you know how it goes. High time frames hold more weight, right? But I'm trying to get back into this trade. Let me rewind this a little bit. Anybody? So did anybody uh any futures traders? Did anybody does anybody remember trading this price action Monday? Did anybody trade this price action Monday? Did anybody take any trades at all last week?
No, I was too busy with work. I seen this trade, but I would have took it differently.
Okay, let's talk about it.
Thank you. I'm driving right now, but for me, it will have to be either the 1 hour or the 4 hour
Mm-hmm.
that I look at first.
Mm-hmm.
And so I guess you can call them order blocks. So what that long red candle is that goes before it makes the movement up all the way to the right.
So this is a 1 hour right here.
All
So
right.
what
So
you want?
go towards the left for me. So you see that right there, them two movements right there and
Go
up,
ahead.
go up for me. So so the way I trade now is I see how them two levels hold.
Okay.
So that's what I do determine if it's either gonna hold or break.
Okay.
So if it don't break or don't hold, that's when I determine because what I noticed like with the 1 hour, if you go to like the 5 minute,
Mm-hmm.
what it does if it between them two ranges for me, it goes higher and lower. So you can see it constantly create lower lows before it makes the direction it wants to go.
Okay. Okay. All
So
right.
9 times out of 10, either I would have took it at the top of the right there,
Mm-hmm.
or I would have came down some more. Uh, right there where that green wick is.
The green. Oh, over here.
No, to the right back to where you was at, right
Oh,
there.
right here.
Yeah, right next to that red one at the top. That's what I
Okay.
would have got in there,
Okay.
depending on whether it would have held it or not.
So you take your so for your entry criteria is on what
The
time frame?
hour.
So you entering on a 1 hour?
No, I'm looking at it to see within the 1 hour what it's doing, but I'm switching to the 5 to see how it interacts. So if it's
I,
creating higher highs and higher lows, or lower highs and lower lows, then I take that entry. But
okay.
that's only if I could determine it's not sustaining that line.
Okay. All right. I got you. I'm following you. I'm following you. Okay. All right. So the only reason why I'm replaying this trade, this is for me. So y'all might think I'm crazy, but I'm replaying it again so I could see it again because I'm a visual learner as well as, so if I'm seeing it again, I'm gonna know like, and I know for sure, I know this is my trade. I know. And I missed it. Cool. It happens. Players mess up too. But I just, replay value for me. Just seeing it again and again and again and again. It's like watching film, just watching film, seeing the tendencies of a player to see what they do in certain situations. Same thing as trading. See what these candles do in certain situations. Just, give me a more confidence in taking my trades. That's all. That's the only reason why I rewinded it again. But let's press play. Matter of fact, I'm gonna take this trade. God damn it. No, I'm not. It happened too fast. But look, as this trade plays out during the day, let's just let the candles continue to print. Let's see what happens.
And then the other
Oh,
part,
this
so
ain't the trade though, because we about to go higher.
no, I'm about to tell you. So y'all know I'm big on the retracements.
Mm-hmm.
So the reason I don't take the retracement on this gap, this green, the gap up,
Mm-hmm.
is because the timing in the market. These candles happen at 8:30. I usually
Mm-hmm.
wait till like 9 o'clock. So
Mm-hmm.
right now I'm kind of watching and seeing what it's doing. I think that other move came after 9 that I missed out on. But usually, like I would have got cooked right there because I would have took the retracement of that gap in normal cert if the timing was right. But I think all this movement happened right out the gate, so I'm kind of
Yeah.
like watching to see what's what.
Mm-hmm.
I'm clicking back and forth between the time frames, and then that other trade presented itself past that 9 o'clock, uh, probably 8:50, 9 o'clock mark, where I'd be like, all right, let's try to make something happen.
Yeah, it is. Get picked up and body slammed down here. That's a great trade, Mike. You missed it though.
And I think after that one,
Mm-hmm.
you miss a trade like that. I was trying to figure it out. I think I wrote to it was like, I want to look at this Sunday, and then looking mid. I was in the options trade, the 600 for Friday. Got out of that. Yeah, you was talking about that too. You were like, get out that 600, get out the 605. So
Yeah, yeah, because
bam, got
I
out
saw what
there.
was happening. I saw what was happening.
And by the time I was able to look at a chart again, it was Tuesday. And just knowing like short week and everything coming up, we really
Hmm.
consolidated this day after that, huh? I think it went right back up.
Yeah, so
So
we
this,
really didn't really
yeah,
have no good price movement
this
last.
day was done. Missed that trade. This day was done. And then I think the next 2 days was like the same thing. Well, you probably had a move. Could have obviously found something on the 5 minute, but that was the only one
All right,
I was
so
in the
look,
space to trade and just missed that
so
motherfucker.
all right, so we have this gap. Will anybody be interested in selling this gap?
Which one?
This one.
Uh, I would.
You'll sell it?
Draw it out.
Let me draw it out.
Let me see. What did we finish the one down low? I mean, did we finish that what you
The
call it?
gap up?
Market imbalance or whatever it is?
Nope.
No,
We didn't finish. We
probably
didn't do
would.
that. All right.
And my entry for that would be maybe go to a higher time frame again.
Let's go to a high time frame. So what you got? This is a 1 hour.
Then the gap is up. Change it on your on the one that you got the gap on.
See, it's your order block
Yeah, I'll
right there.
probably be somewhere up there.
Anybody else
Top level. Closer to your red line, Mike. So what's that,
okay.
about 50% of it?
Yeah, that a little bit. Hmm.
Yeah.
Anybody else? Nobody ain't talking today, huh?
Yeah, so that'll be like that top. Like right on the candle that was approaching your red line.
Yeah.
So I was selling it. I would be selling from right there.
See, bro, every time I go to a different look, these wicks. So we gotta ignore this wick, y'all. This never happened. This wick didn't happen. We gotta ignore that. That's one thing about market replay, bro.
Hey, Mike.
Yo,
So my question is, after it took it went buy side, then it went sell side, and the market is balanced, right?
so that's a great question. This is now okay. So yeah, you do have a balanced price range now on the 5 minute. Yep. This is balanced. Yep.
So if the price range is balanced, I don't see where or why I would sell right now.
Okay. I mean, that's valid. That's valid. I mean, that you don't see a reason to sell, so don't sell. Don't listen to me, but like sell it. Don't listen to me. Trust yourself. Because I'm not trading with you. You trading, you pressing the buttons, right? So whatever works for your psychology, do that. And if it ends up selling lower, oh well, I missed it. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta stick to your rules. I'm gonna press play on that right quick. But I do, yeah, we probably gonna feel this gap. But the whole thing is we
I was
didn't
about
really
to say, yeah, you feel that, then it's kind of. I was looking for a reason to go down and fill this void, but depending on if it comes up now after it done filled all that and it's
you don't want it.
cleaned it up,
You don't
yeah,
want
I'm kind of hesitant on selling it down if it would have made it back up to my interest.
it.
But if it would have went right up and we didn't have this gap filled, I'd have
Hmm.
sold it back down to finish what it started. So now with that happening, you're probably looking for the gap to the upside to take.
Spoiler alert, market keeps selling.
You never.
But yeah, so um I can't, like as we watch the candles print and we watch the price action play out, I can't like reiterate enough that just like Ashley just said, like I wouldn't have no reason to sell that gap. Okay. And that's the same psychology or the same mental fortitude that you need to take when you're trading by yourself or when you're in front of the computer by yourself. Like, man, I don't have no reason to take this. Because if you don't have a reason to take it, then don't take it. It's really that simple. So for me, just because you know a lot about the market, don't mean you got to execute everything you see, right? Just because, like, for instance, just because I felt like this gap up was gonna get filled, that don't mean I got to trade that, because it just sometimes knowing too much could hinder you from actually taking a trade because now you're looking at 50 different scenarios for one trade and it stops you from taking a trade and then you end up taking a trade that's out of your realm. Like you end up taking a trade, you end up taking a it looked like trade, or I thought this was gonna happen trade. Instead of taking your initial, like, look, this is my entry, boom, 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 I'm getting out here, whatever. And then whatever happens after that happens. Like, you know what I'm saying? So this just, having your own mindset, having your own set of rules, having your own psychology about how you go about taking your trades, keep that. And if you gotta tweak it here and there, tweak it. But don't like don't hit me up and be like, Mike, I'm gonna trade with you. And then I'm like, all right, cool. And I'll be like, I'm taking this trade. And don't take the trade because I'm taking it. You know what I'm saying? Because that might not be your trade. Take a trade that you're comfortable with. So you know what I'm saying? Because I don't want I want everybody to have their own perspective on the market. And I'm just showing you certain aspects of price action that work on all different time frames. And when you able to implement your own uh vision to it or your own rules to abide by, then you good. Like look, Mike has showed me this, but I don't like it like that. But when this happens, I'm gonna take this trade. Cool. Mike said this, but I don't understand it. So I'm gonna do some more research on it or whatever. Cool. But don't just be like, well, Mike said he take this trade, so I'm gonna start taking this trade. No, bro, look. Now, granted, I've shown y'all time and time again how this trade always presents itself each and every day. And sometimes it gets to your price target in a hurry, like on this day, and sometimes it's gonna be a grind. But all in all, it's the confidence in your setup presenting itself and you taking entry. And if you're wrong, cool. Hey, my setup presented itself. Just went against me. The price of doing business. That's the price of doing business. Can't make donuts without having the supplies that make the donuts. You gotta buy it. You gotta buy it. So that's the cost of doing business. So
This
for the
is a 4 hour,
it's the 1 hour.
1 hour.
Yeah. So
And
going
we
at
at almost at 10.
yeah, almost at 10 o'clock. Yeah.
Did they close in there? See, you
So
good on all of them.
yep, 1 hour, four
Like,
hour.
like
You
my
didn't really have it. You didn't really have it on a daily.
no.
Because I if I remember correctly, I think this candle ended up closing green.
I, I don't know neither, but I would
I think it
that would be
did.
my bias like after that. And you got like some good consolidation down there.
Yep.
So I'll be looking to see like is the 1 hour did it close back above click over to 1 hour? Basically on top of no, you closed inside of it. Okay. So no, I'll probably still be on like some retracement but down.
So would you trade this? Like even this? So
No,
for me,
so
this is
let me say this.
let me pause
I
there.
do practice the 10 o'clock rule that you put me on as
Mm-hmm.
far as just closing the computer.
Mm-hmm.
So within this movement, I probably been getting out of the way because it didn't come back. Like if that guy would have got tested earlier, I probably been in like a cell. You get what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
now it's just going sideways. I'm moving around. I'm probably not looking at it. So is it still gonna be there when I get back to it? I don't know. I'll
Okay.
just be. I'm out of it. I'm not really watching.
Okay.
So depending on when it gets tested or bounced or filled,
Mm-hmm.
that's a time based thing. If it happened at 6 p.m., I'm
Mm-hmm.
probably not even looking to trade it. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. So I think
But my
if I
target would have been that fill. So it's
would feel.
if you like if it wouldn't have
So
filled
this,
that time when you first asked about it, I'd have been selling that gap down to come fill this.
okay.
But once that target hit, now I'm trying to see what we doing. I'm probably on the side of it consolidates down here. By the time it make it in that gap, it's probably gonna go fill that gap, and I'm not selling it no.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
So that
selling the retracement. I got like a higher sale on it.
yeah. So
Now
you
I'm
want
up
to take the
top with
moment
it.
to retrace higher, maybe into
Yeah,
this before you
I'm
think
not
about
doing that
selling.
that entry I gave you.
That makes sense. That makes sense.
I don't know when it's gonna fill
All right. So
though.
I'm gonna let it play out a little longer. Because nobody else mentioned any trades they would have taken today. It's kind of quiet over there in the branch household. They normally be talking.
They ain't go to Grambling or Southern, huh?
I don't know.
Oh, probably.
I don't think so.
We
No.
played another game.
Oh, I don't. Hey, hey,
Hey,
they playing flip cup and stuff. I don't know. The beer pong. I'm gonna let it play out a little longer before we actually get back into the price action going into the week. Um, because I think on Tuesday and Wednesday the market consolidated a lot, and then I think Friday gave you a nice move, but because I think the market did continue lower before it went higher on this day, if I'm not mistaken. I'm gonna speed it up though. I'm gonna speed it up a little bit. Don't ask me what these lines are. I keep telling myself I'm gonna start writing on my lines. So don't worry about that. I'm gonna, I'm gonna hold myself accountable next time. I'm gonna make sure. So we be just not trading back into this gap. Nice response off of that. Nice response off of that. So yeah, I would want this to be a gap. Gave it to you. Okay. Trade into it. All right. Trade into it. All right. Sell it. Boom. You don't come get me out. Don't leave. But I think this candle ended up being green. I don't remember. I don't remember. Let's just let it play out. I'm gonna just speed it up a little bit. Speed it up a little bit more. Times 50. We got, let me see. You got those lows. You got these lows down here. Oh, see, when you have a low that's sticking out like a sore thumb like this, it's normally an easy target. It's normally an easy target, but we could reverse. Let's look at it from a 1 hour perspective. What we did on the 1 hour. No, no, don't get no lows yet. Mm. Guys and girls. So we swept this low, right? You see that? All right, let's go to the 1 hour. It's relative equal lows on the 1 hour. You got this low, you have this low, you have this low. See that? So now you go, this is what I normally do. I'm going to the 5 minutes to see how we'll be doing. So now you didn't have on this price leg. So on this price leg, that swept liquidity, you got a small gap right here. Cool. But then these two candles are an order block. So we closed above that with this candle. Then this candle came and tested it. Now, for me to want to get long, I need an inversion of this gap right here. I need this gap to get inverted. So let's see what
I
happens.
like that.
Let's see what happens. Okay, you got your inversion. Boom. Trade back into it. Let's see what happens. Oh, you would have got me out of there. You would have got me out of there. I do believe it's going to
You
go
know,
down.
I'm about to tell you what's funny about that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm out. So with the inversion, you could draw it out right quick to the first time it got tested.
This one.
Yeah. So soon as you invert it and then you got that closer
Mhm.
back inside there,
Mhm.
I would have been out. I would have saved a little money.
Right here on this red candle.
Yeah, as soon as it closed back inside that gap,
Mm-hmm.
I would have been out of the way.
But see that, so sometimes, see, and this is how, um, you know,
I know you're talking about that flip flop, huh?
this, huh? What you about to say?
Uh, just jumping in and out the trade.
Yeah, so
I
you could
brought it
just
up.
you could sit in the trade, like, right? Because it's, I ain't gonna lie, bro. It's really up to person. Like, it's up to you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And look, so from a 4 hour perspective,
Mm.
it's like the 1 hour, so the 4 hour saying reversal, 1 hour saying higher prices, and the 5 minute showing you signs of reversal down here. So let's let it play out, because it could reverse and sell off again.
That old
And
time.
where you would have took it at again?
So
When
Uh,
you first initially seen it
I,
reversing?
yeah, so it's 2 points of entry on this trade. If so once you see the market reverse, so this is a price leg that swept the low. This right here, boom, boom, boom. You got a small gap right here, but then these two red candles, that's an order block. But once we close above that, you can take entry here and put your stop loss below this candle, and you could be like, all right, I'm sitting this trade till we take out this high right here from the gap, right? But this gap got inverted right here. What his yellow box is. So you take entry at the bottom of the gap, but naturally, right here is playing crackhead games right here. So these be the times where you figure out if I'm a sit in the trade, if I believe my conviction to the upside, or I'm gonna get stopped out and lose this trade. Now, for this trade, I would much rather it be one candle that closes above the that well, I'm gonna say this one candle that creates the inversion instead of a, a series of candles. I'd rather it be like one strong candle that close above it, and then but when you have a breakdown of candles and we still close above it, and then we play ping pong a little bit, that's gonna test your fortitude to whether or not you're gonna stay in the trade or not.
But typically, if it's sitting inside that gap right there, I mean, that really, I don't know how often, but from what I've seen, is a lot of times it might work against you because it's sitting in there too long, like you're saying.
Okay, and let's see how it play out. So, might work against us here. Yep, yep,
And you back below it.
yep. So now you got. Let's see. So now you have this gap down here.
I don't think it's gonna go down there.
Me neither. I think it's about to go.
I would tell you because I this look familiar, man. You're
Mhm.
I was thinking about playing that retracement. I like all the way at the bottom, so that hammer, quote unquote, that they
Mhm.
got at the bottom, the
Mhm.
pivot point.
Boom.
Now, see, I would have been stopped out right there.
I got in kind of late. I wish I would have had a better feel. That's all right. So this,
Now, what are you doing on that gap? Is that a 50% type gap, or is that
uh-uh.
top of the box gap?
So
Because that's the one that swept lows.
yeah.
Got traded off of the lows. Am I
Hmm.
going 50% on that one?
No,
Or am I playing the top of that one?
you playing the top of it.
Okay. All
You
right.
playing the top of it. Let's see. Oh, okay. You want to talk about mothers? Hmm. See the market. What I what I've learned about the market, bro, is you could be right in your bias, you could be right in your stance, you could be right, and it's gonna manipulate you. It's gonna test you. The market gonna test you.
And we're about to close. What, 2:30?
The market gonna test you, bro. Yeah, the market about to close, y'all. But it's gonna test you, bro. It's gonna test you whether you believe in what you're doing or not. Because you're gonna take your entry and it's gonna come back and test your entry. So you're gonna go from green to red to green to red. And it's like, are you gonna stay in your trade or are you gonna get out?
I
Because
probably got the fuck out.
because the market is not gonna always go straight to your price target. It's not gonna always go straight to your price target.
Man, fuck that. I'd have been gone.
I'm out of that trade though. But no, seriously though, bro. Like, yeah. So I'm gonna be no. I'm not taking this trade on a regular day. Now I'm just taking this trade because we in here talking and we bouncing ideas off each other and But I wouldn't. That wouldn't be a trade that I'd take.
It was too late. That mean you holding it overnight at this point too.
And and
For 50.
and 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 this is another rule of thumb that I've learned too about the market. It's like when you miss your trade, and this might just be me. Like when you miss your trade, the way your brain, well, the way my brain works is I feel like now that I missed my trade, that I gotta force or find another trade. And the market is not gonna always afford you that opportunity. So when you don't get another opportunity to trade, instead of forcing a trade, instead of being like, well, I missed my trade. I got you, the market owe me. The market don't owe you. You just missed your trade. Bro, I was looking at the computer screen on the 5 minute, and I watched the trade play out, and I looked
Put
at, I
that
said, hold
vacuum
up.
in there.
I said, damn, we
Put
inverted
that
the gap,
vacuum
and then
in
it
there.
sold off. I said, oh, I missed the trade. So now the question you should ask yourself is, do I want to find another trade, or do I enforce a trade, or do I want to just,
So you bought that one and hit a charger.
play it cool or wait for another
You
wait
already charged it. You used it. I was saying, why is it in his house? Okay.
and just just live to fight another day. Yeah. So um let me do this too. All right. So we're gonna go over the price action going into the week now.
Check the miles on there too, because probably ain't getting no egg.
Yeah, that was a nice trade there, boy. That was $2,700 right quick.
No, just like to get debris. See if it's just one of those little small ones. Like you can't pick up no paper or nothing with it. Oh, it got four. Sure. Well,
All right.
that's what I was looking for.
All right, y'all. All
We
right, so
good?
this is oh, my trigger finger was heavy, boy. So now this is what we got from a daily perspective. This is where we at now. Let me draw this gap out. No, you know what? Let me be more vigilant. This is a new month. Let's go to the monthly. All right. So this is what we got on the monthly. I'll put this blue line here. So I believe I believe that the market is probably going to continue to be bullish. And I'm gonna explain to you why. So this candle was the new all-time high. And we swept that high last month. And we didn't get really a huge response from it, right? You didn't get a so this is, for instance, let's just say this was the 1 hour time frame. You sweep the 1 hour high and you don't get a huge response from it. So you assuming that the market is going to continue to the upside, right? Let me just go to the weekly and explain mine. All right, so you swept the high, you reversed, traded back to this order block. See that? It's clearly respected. If it wanted to, if the market wanted to disrespect this order block, it would have. It would have closed beneath it, used it as resistance. Now we going lower. It didn't. So I'm just trading what I see. So I believe that the market, we're gonna have a nice little Santa Claus rally going into the end of the year. Um, you could start looking for bullish setups, going into the week, but going into the not even going to the week, going into the month. Start looking for bullish setups. I believe we're gonna rally going into the end of the year. Either we're gonna rally or we're gonna create a range to where we just kind of like consolidating, but it's enough room in that range for you to make money on a daily basis, if that makes sense. So from a weekly perspective, right? And if we call it a spade, we break it down like this here, right? You got your weekly gap. Weekly gap was inverted. I can't make this up. So the weekly gap was inverted, came back and tested it with this candle. Also had an order block right here. Got up out of there. So naturally, your next price target is going to be the all-time high, the new one right here, to keep going higher and higher, right? And then this is the weekly. So just like this trade happens on 5 minute, it happens on the weekly. It happens on the 1 hour. It happens on the 4 hour. It happens on the 15 second. It happens on the 1 second. It happens on all time. That's it. So the market is showing you that it wants to continue to go to the upside. Now, from the monthly perspective, from the weekly perspective, now we go down to the daily perspective. Here we go. Okay, we finally close above the gap. We traded into this inversion. I mean, I'm sorry, this inefficiency, volume imbalance, traded into that. Market showing you that it wants to continue higher. Now, the only thing I don't like about the daily is I don't like these wicks. I just don't like that. I don't like it. It just don't, it's just nasty price action to me, in my opinion. But all in all, it's still showing you upside. It's showing you I want to go to the upside, right? From a daily perspective. Showing you I want to trade higher, right? So if we go down to a lower time frame, let's go to the 4 hour. 4 hour. This is probably, don't quote me on this, guys, but this candle that we printed going into close on Friday is probably going to end up being a gap. It's probably going to end up being a 4 hour gap here, right? Because we're probably going to open up somewhere around here, kind of trade up in here somewhere, and then start trading higher. The next 4 hour, boom, it's a gap, right? So you got your 4 hour high here to be taken out. You also got these equal highs up here. You got your swing high up here. That's naturally where I feel like the market is going to be inclined to go. All right. Now I don't have a trade set up. And I want to make y'all laugh right quick. I'll draw this gap. Draw this 4 hour gap. So we inverted this gap. This candle, we traded back down. We didn't quite trade to the top of it, but you get the idea. And now this happened on the 4 hour. And I just showed it to you on the weekly. I'm showing it to you on the 4 hour. You inverted the gap, trade back down to the gap, boom. Bada boom, bada bing. Now that's just an inversion. Like if that's not your cup of tea, then it's not your cup of tea. You don't worry about that. That's not your trade. If it's not your trade, it's not your trade. I'm just bringing it to your attention so you can see it and you can spot it and be like, all right, that could just be extra confirmation for your trade setup. You know what I'm saying? So that's the only reason why I'm bringing it to your attention. I'm not saying you got to trade that. All right. So let's just let me put a fib on this 1 hour range. Right quick. Hold up, guys. Look, my kids got too quiet and I don't trust that. Give me like 3 seconds.
Mike? Right?
Yes, sir.
What do you say? What Mike at?
Oh, he said, hold on for a second. He went to check something else.
Yeah, bro, my kids had got too quiet, man. I had to go make sure.
Man, I told
Yeah, I had to make sure, bro. When they get quiet, they doing something. He concentrate. All right, bro. So this is the 1 hour range, right? So you got your let's bring it back. Let's bring it back home. Got your You got your premium, you got your discount. Now I want to show y'all what happened in this range. All right. And we swept these equal lows. See that on the 1 hour? We swept those lows, we reversed. We created a fair value gap when we reversed, traded back into that gap. That's the old Mikey gap. Remember us talking about that? Once the market reverses, we create a gap, trades back into the gap, right? So if the inversion is not your cup of tea, the reversal, this is your entry for this is the beginning of a reversal right here. This is as early as you could possibly get. Now, if you like selling lows, if you like buying wicks like this, then I can't do that. That's not me. I can't. If you want to buy low, like you want to buy that and be like, look, I'm buying this because I know we're gonna reverse. That's cool too. But when you know that okay, we sweeping lows and we reverse, I'm looking for a gap to be created on the 1 hour. You can take entry on a 5 minute. Same rules apply, same thing. But so just speaking on just the range that we're trading in on the 1 hour, we're in premium of that range right now, right? So naturally, before I, before I before we continue higher, it's natural for us to retrace to 50% of the range, right? So in 50% of this range, we have a gap. Now, I don't like trading in 50% of nobody's range. Like I'm either in premium or I'm in discount. I don't like the diddle in the middle. Pause. So when we do trade back into the 50% of the 50% of this 1 hour range, you could be looking for the market to continue to expand to the upside because all of this is a retracement. Right? So we created a range, you got your discount, you got your premium. Okay. If you don't have a PD rate and discount, which is this gap that we already traded into, then it's highly likely that the market is probably just going to trade to 50% of this range. So once we do that and then reverse and go higher, you could look for trades to go long. And you should know at this point, you should know where your price targets are going to be. Because if this is going to be a high, okay, this is going to be a 1 hour high right here. Then I'm going to take this out, this high up here. I'm going to take that out. You know what I'm saying? Like you looking for your price targets to be swing highs or gaps or however you trade. But for me, I'm looking for highs, especially the ones that's just outside by themselves. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like you walking on Reed Boulevard in front of Abe with a Reed uniform on. You looking for trouble. You looking for trouble. Why you outside by yourself? So if you outside by yourself like that, I'm coming get you. That's it. Those are the trades that I look for. I like to look for the low hanging fruit. Like, and I know they got people on YouTube and on Instagram that be showing you all these complicated trades, the hanging wolf dog and all that good stuff. And that probably make them a lot of money. But when you keep it as simple as possible, it's hard for you to mess that up. It's hard for you to mess that up. You just need a few things to happen. And once those things happen, you take your trade. Either you're going to be right or you're going to be wrong. It's highly likely that you're going to be right. But if you're wrong, hey, if you take 10 trades and you wrong 3 times, fight. I don't fight. Fight. That's it. I mean, so even going down to the lower time frame. So we swept that 1 hour high and we're consolidating up there. So I'm looking for a retracement back down to the middle of the range, just like on the 1 hour. Retracement rate down to the middle of the range to continue high. And even if that does happen on a 4 hour, it's still gonna leave us a gap. Because this whole candle not gonna get retraced. I promise. Well, let me not say that. This I don't believe that this whole candle is going to get retraced. Okay. So going into the week, I'm expecting bullish price action. Going into this month, actually, I'm expecting bullish price action. What I would like for us to retrace a little bit first, of course, to give you entry on whatever trade you want to take. But going into the week, look for upside price action. I think Winston had already stated that looking at SPY and the triple Qs that it's highly likely that we're gonna get some more upside price action. And then based on let me go back to the monthly. Just based on this monthly candle close, I'm expecting higher prices too, right? And we never gonna look at the yearly chart. I'm gonna look at the yearly chart. This is a 12 month of the year. Let me look at the yearly, and then after that, we can get off here. So this is not. That's not. This is see. This is wicked. This is wicked. 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 This is wicked. Get this yearly gap. Back. Let me see something. Now I'll be a sissy in the weenie factory. I'll be a sissy in the weenie factory.
Don't get canceled.
No. Bruh, look at this. 50%.
Consequent encroachment, baby.
Boy,
Right.
I'll be a sissy in the weenie factory. What?
Oh, bro, you gonna get us canceled, dog.
I'll be goddamn. Something told me to put the fib on it.
One word though. Don't say that S word.
All right. But look, so yeah, I believe this yearly candle continues to the. I mean, I'm sorry. Yeah, this yearly candle continues higher because it ain't no swing highs on a yearly chart. It ain't no swing highs. I mean, you could have said this was a swing high, but that was 4 scores and 7 years ago. That was way in 2021. So now you could say, well, Mike, ain't this red candle or order block? And Mike can say, yeah. And we're gonna probably close this year above it. So you think we're gonna retrace all this and come and test this order block? Maybe. We might. 2025 might be the year of the red. We might. No, we just might. You see on any other gaps on a yearly chart? Oh, they got one down here. But yeah, so yep. I believe we continue higher, guys. I do believe that, some more upward mobility this week. But I always like a retracement before the move higher. Because if we don't get a retracement before the move higher, then if we just open up and start running, that means that we looking for liquidity to start selling, right? So now is you just flip it. You just flip the script. Like, all right, well, we started running to open up the week. So tonight we start running, and we running tomorrow, and we running Tuesday, and we take out a high or whatever, and we reverse, start looking to sell the market, look for bearish setups instead of bullish setups. You know what I'm saying? Just flip the script. Let the market show you what it wants to do, and then you just follow suit. That's all. But yeah, that gap on the yearly kind of, yeah. But if we don't have any other questions, comments, concerns, I'll let you know. But look, I'm gonna say this before we go off. So next Sunday will probably be the last Zoom for the year. So everybody can spend the holidays with their family, the kids, and stuff like that. We don't have to be on Zoom, and then we come back into 2025, rested, refreshed, ready to trade, ready to learn, ready to get after them. So with that being said, man, I just hope that while my son playing the drums in the bathtub, I just hope that these Zooms have been helpful for y'all. I hope that, even if you learn a little bit, or you had an aha moment, or you like, if you grasping the market a little bit better, I hope that that's happening for you. I hope that it's a help for you. I hope that you're learning, you're growing, you're figuring it out, And if you're not, and you want to learn more, and you want to get a deeper understanding, don't hesitate to, shoot me a message, shoot me a text, call me. Winston, I'm not gonna speak for Winston. I'm gonna speak for myself. Don't hesitate to reach out and have. Look, I got a question about the price action from the day. What you think about this? You know what I'm saying? And guess what? If I don't know, if I be like, but I was confused. I was just as confused as you. I'm gonna tell you that, because I don't have all the answers. So, I'm just glad that I'm able to help. I'm glad I'm able to be used for people that's eager to learn, that want to learn the information. But these Zooms that we doing are 100% free. They're on YouTube. It's like, this is free information. You can always go back to it. You can always ask questions. Like, even if you ask a question, we might joke with you, rip you a little bit, but it's never a stupid question. You know what I'm saying? So we get on these Zooms to learn, to bounce ideas off each other, so everybody could get a grasp of how they want to trade, and how to view the market, and how to understand the market from their own perspective. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just glad that y'all come here every Sunday to listen to us talk, to learn, to absorb, and to become better traders. So I'm gonna say that. I'm probably gonna say this again next Sunday, because it's gonna be our last Zoom of the year. But I'm just glad that I'm able to be a vessel for y'all learning, and then y'all can look back at these Zooms 4 or 5 years from now and be like, man, I didn't realize that that this is what started me, you know, to being a best trader. This is what started me to being free. This is what started me into being, able to travel the world, or able to spend $100,000 in the strip club. Whatever you want to do, whatever your aspirations are. I'm glad that y'all able to listen to me, and I see a lot of growth in the room. I see, especially when you're asking questions. I see Ashley, Brian Day, Winston. I see a lot of growth, especially when you're asking questions and you're trying to learn and absorb the information. And for me too, because when you're asking a question, I'm teaching myself as well. So I'm just glad to be able to be used as a vessel for y'all, and be trusted by y'all to learn a little bit, and laugh and joke, and move forward as traders. Cut that. But that's it, man. That's all I got, man. I hope y'all enjoy your Sunday. I hope y'all have a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. And that's it. That's all I got. Yeah. I got a crisis going on in my house. My son in the tub turning on the water. But yeah, that's it.
I appreciate you, my brother.
All right. Y'all have a good Sunday, man.
All right.
Yep.
Gosh, it's out.
Join the Patreon. Hey, hey. Get out of the tub. Get out of the tub.